Hi everyone. I
Hey
hope
there.
you had a great Thanksgiving. I wanted to introduce my ever so awesome fiance,
Hi guys.
Estian Reynolds.
Hello.
But I just also wanted to take some time out of our engagement season. We are 40 days out from walking down the aisle. Just to share for you guys to meet Estian, know a little bit more about him, also share the story of how we met, dated, got engaged, and it just really struck us that this season of engagement, of anticipating our wedding, it only happens once in a lifetime. It's a kind of a unique season, and just the Lord has just really impressed certain things on our heart, and we have learned certain things about him through this season that we wanted to encourage you guys with. And as we also get ready to become a family of 3, we also wanted to say, hey, if you feel stirred and you want to support us and just to jump on the story, we would love you to. And so if the Lord stirs you that way, we'll towards the end give more details on how to, but we really just wanted to share a little bit about our journey and for you guys to hear from this amazing man. Okay guys, without further ado, I want you to just hear a little bit more about this man, where he came from, and so without further ado, this is Estian Reynolds.
Hi guys. So just a quick introduction. I'm originally born in South Africa. I'm from there. My family, they're not missionaries, which is a question people ask me all the time. But I lived there till I was 6 years old before coming to America. And my family, they were believers. And so I grew up in church, and I got saved when I was 5 years old in children's church. The teacher asked, do you guys have Jesus in your heart? And I realized I don't. So I went to my mom just crying, and I said I need to get saved. And so we prayed together, and that was my first kind of moment with the Lord.
And you were 5?
I was 5 years old, yeah. So from there we moved to America, and I remember the next significant moment for me was when I was 10 years old. My mom, she took me to this conference. I don't remember how she found out about it, but I just remember I ended up getting prayed for, and that was just a moment where I encountered the Lord. And I just remember feeling like, wow, he loves me, he cares about me. Mm-hmm. I felt freedom. I felt like I like him. I like the Lord. Like he's really great, and I really want to know him.
So this happened when you were 10 years old, just feeling this connection with the Lord.
Yeah. I was 10. So I remember shortly after that, probably a couple months later, it was like one of the first times I really heard the Lord's voice on my own, and I remember him speaking Matthew 9:38, which is, the laborers are few, but the harvest is plentiful. Therefore, pray to the Lord of the harvest to send forth laborers. And I remember telling the Lord, I want to go. Send me here. And that was where I really felt called to ministry. Mm-hmm. And after that, it was a challenging season for my teens. I was just really lonely. None of my friends had encountered the Lord. I was just different from everybody. And it really set me on this journey of growing in confidence of who I am, even though who I am is different from what I see around me.
Right. That must be really hard. You're a teenager, you want to do prayer, you want to be in the house of prayer, but your friends around you
play video games and watch TV.
Which isn't bad.
Not bad things, but I was just I don't know how to do this.
You couldn't find peers really.
Yeah. So it just hit my self-confidence in a really key season. But the Lord used it. I really grew close with the Lord, and I would always just turn to him first. Mm-hmm. And so from there, I came to the house of prayer when I was a teenager.
In Kansas City.
Here. And I just remember encountering the Lord again and just feeling, well, these are my people. This is where I want to do ministry, and just how the Lord has called me to it. And so I was like, oh, but I have to graduate high school first. And so from there, I graduated high school, and I came to the house of prayer. I did the Bible school for 4 years, and I've been on staff for 4 years, and it really has been this season of like healing and restoration from just the hard season as a teenager where I've just grown in confidence in who I am, who the Lord made me to be, and just realizing that my differences or my uniqueness is how the Lord made me and who He made me to be. And I've seen Him use it to really bring healing in others' lives. And so it's been a fun journey. It's been, filled with ups and downs, but the Lord is so faithful.
Yeah, I so appreciate Estian because he really isn't like everyone else. And I have learned to love who he is. And so in the coming weeks, we'll share more about just how we met, how we got engaged in the story. But it's been really fun just growing in relationship with him. And he is such a man that pursues purity, that pursues righteousness. And it's hard. You don't always find people that says no to certain things in order to say yes to the things of God. And so I've just seen him do that, and I'm so encouraged by just the reach he has in it. And so I'm glad you guys got to hear a little bit more, and we're excited to share more next week. So stay tuned.
See you guys next week.